Hey, this is Jim. Multiple people have asked me to address something on Twitter here. There were a bunch of weaselly pencil necks lying about me a couple weeks back, and their lie gained some traction through a bunch of other propaganda accounts and shill accounts and weasel accounts, none of them with real names with the exception of Colin. And, you know, even the Tony guy with the fake last name, those are all a bunch of weasels. Not even using their real names, but let me show you what they're accusing me of and what I came back to them with. So basically they said that I was using burner accounts and that I accidentally didn't switch to a burner account, and I commented underneath my own tweet. The origin of this that I had been doing for weeks and months, and I'll prove it here real quickly, is a conversation I had with Parzival, who, if you guys don't follow Parzival, you should. He is the, sort of #1 computer programmer who did a deep dive into the open source code that Elon put out after he took over X. And Parzival was able to sort of go through, jillions of lines of code and figure out which specific lines are associated with what we call shadow banning. It's not this dumbed down approach that a lot of people think, where you're just basically, shadow ban, meaning no one can see anything you write. It's very nuanced and based on politics and things that they consider to be, misinformation from the free speech overlords and those types of things. But what it was he and I were joking back and forth in DMs, and I told him, watch this. I'll pump out a post that will be completely crickets because of the content that I put in it. And it was. And I left it up for like 30 minutes. And then I commented underneath it, hey, Jim, what's going on? And then back and forth as a joke. And then I copied the link, dropped it in the DM stream for Parzival, and, we were just laughing about it. It's basically like me talking to myself because there was literally zero visibility. It was as shadow banned as you could get. So anyway, this is where I came back to these guys, and I said that, the trolls are out in full force trying to trash me based on this bogus claim that I'm running burner accounts. I've never had one in my entire life, which is a fact. I post under all my posts. I post under my posts all the time as a way to fight against the X shadow ban. Especially when exposing a Wall Street corruption. Now, the person who, after I was joking around with Parzival and just answering my own posts and asking myself, hey, how you doing, Jim? Pretty good, Jim. It was a joke. But I heard on a Spaces call, the guy that goes under the Twitter name Adrian Dittman, the guy who sounds exactly like Elon Musk, he had mentioned that you can post something, a comment underneath your own original post, and it sort of surfaces it out of shadow ban hell. And he's right. It does work to where people see the comment, and then that can lead them to the original content, the original post. So anyway, again, these weasels and pencil necks made this claim. I told them I will sue their asses if they don't retract it, because I'm willing to have a full forensic study done on all of my, previously Twitter and then now X. I've been on it since 2009, and I have never once ever had a burner account, and it's provable. And so, that's libel. I could sue their asses. And by the way, you guys will notice that James Thomas from over there in the UK had to do a public retraction when he trashed me online and said a bunch of stuff, a bunch of lies about me, constantly every single day, saying that AMC was going to go to 1,000, complete lie. And he had to make a public retraction because I DM'd the guy and told him I was going to sue his ass. You can't play around with libel and slander in the real world with real people, because we'll sue your ass. So anyway, you guys can look at this. This is where they accused me of using a burner account and accidentally using thinking I was on a burner account using my regular, where I said, well said, BAM, I can't argue with a single fact you shared about Tony's Spanish currency, which is, Tony Dinero, the fake last name Dinero, which is another way of saying Spanish currency. So anyway, here's where these guys jumped on me and started to trash me. So this guy's the main person who wanted to trash me. Again, doesn't even use his real name, not a man. So he says, bro forgot to switch accounts. Then he started to spread this, and it really took off like wildfire. And then, you know, all these other guys came in, busted, you know, you're caught, lie harder, bro forgot to switch his account. I mean, all just bogus people. They're not real people. So again, just trying to create a bunch of drama in the community. Now I'm going to, I believe I can bounce back to previous. Yeah. Okay. Right here. So you can go back, and this is multiple days before I did this post that they accused me of accidentally commenting underneath my own post, thinking that I was on my burner account, which I don't have. Right here, this is me. Hey Jim, can you see this post? Yes, Jim, I see it, and we'll like it and repost it for you. It's all nonsense, all lies. And I could go back, like I said, 3-4 months. I'm not going to waste any more of my time or yours. I could go back 3-4 months and show you guys the back and forth jokes that Parzival and I were doing. So these guys are complete clowns. This guy with a fake last name, Colin the Colon, all these jerk-offs and pencil necks, they have nothing better to do with their time. But what you really have to think about is what's the reason that these guys want to consistently try to trash me and discredit me in the community. And some of it's politics. Some of the people who took the jab and got mad because I posted a bearish forecast on Moderna, which turned out to be true. It collapsed from 400 down to my price target, 160, whatever. That's when a lot of people blocked me and stopped following me based on politics, even though there shouldn't be anything political about trying to point out the fact that, you know, you're about to put poison in your body. So that started some of it. And then a lot of this other stuff, these are paid Wall Street social media accounts, the same way that two political parties hire social media accounts to go after one another and trash each other. So anyway, that's that. Not going to address it again, but at least you guys know the truth behind it. It's easily proven. You can go back in my timeline and way before this situation where they thought I accidentally posted underneath my own account with this comment right here. You can see tons of different examples of me doing that all the time, either as a joke or as a way to try to elevate a something that I thought was content that people should be able to see, that Twitter's not, X is not allowing people to see based on, you know, it being anti-Wall Street or anti-globalist. That's it from my side.